You're listening to Adam Yurchick recording for TCGplayer.com. Thank you for joining me for round one of my Shards of Alara Flashback draft. I'm on the draw with my Jund deck. I have one of my power cards in Violent Ultimatum, and I have Rock Slide Elemental. But I have 5 lands. So I do have all my mana, and I have a way to take over the game, and I can almost cast it if I can just survive, but Rockslide Elemental doesn't do a lot by itself. That said, I think I'm just going to keep this hand. Most decks are not super fast, and I am going to be drawing cards, so as long as I draw a couple spells in here, I should be in pretty good shape. I'll lead on the mountain. Next turn, I'll play the Naya Panorama. Glaze Fiend, so that could get out of hand. Play the Naya Panorama. And rather than sacrifice it, I can actually just hold off. Because I don't know if I'm going to need white or green. It's possible. I would normally just get green there because of the Ceradon. I might just want that white mana. So I have to balance that versus drawing a green card immediately. Sacks the capsule. That's a good one. Jund Battle Mage. So now I'd like to search up green to make tokens, but it looks like I'm going to want the white for the Ceradon. It's going to make Violent Ultimatum hard to cast, but hopefully I won't need it. So he missed land drop, so I want to just kill him as soon as I can. Don't want him to draw cards. I'm actually just going to offer up the Battle Mage for a trade. And pump my Elemental. Play the Panorama. And pass. And I can use that to search up a mountain. So the Violent Ultimatum, at least I have all the red and black. Could also just search up green and play the Thoktar and play it safe, and then if I draw green, just play the Ultimatum. That's actually probably better. Then I have the Jund Charm too. That makes more sense. As good as Ceradon is, he can just kill it. Whereas if I get green, yeah, also Jund Charm looks pretty good here to wrath him. Might be necessary. I don't want to just die. Yeah, I think I actually have to just get green. Get my mountain, and then get forest. There's my forest, so looks like Violent Ultimatum is going to happen. This worked out great. I'm still just going to offer the trade. Then I could Jund Charm. And he takes the trade, so great. Agony Warp. So it looks like he bought himself a Jun Charm. Could wait till he plays an artifact, but I'd rather just not let him loot. So, going to Jun Charm. Not take damage. Means that I don't get to pressure him, but I don't think that necessarily matters here. I don't want to just take 10 damage out of nowhere. And I don't mind just killing his swamps and his flyer, but if he plays a swamp or something, it might. I guess if he just plays a swamp and then plays his hand, it might not work out. So I think rather just play the threat here, pass. Maybe he just plays all of his cards here and I could just kill them. Yeah, killing the swamps wouldn't have done anything there. Hopefully he doesn't have a counter spell, of course. Cool, so I can even use the Ceradon. So I'll just attack and pump and play the Drake and just play the ultimatum slow. And hopefully just kill 3 creatures and pump the Drake. Take it. Could also potentially just kill him if he tapped out for some non-creature, some enchantment or something. I don't know. If he tapped out to draw cards, something along those lines. But he knows that I can pump 4 times and bring him to 1. We'll see what he does. Unless he's countering ultimatum. Even then, he's taking a lot of damage. We'll see. So he needs really to play a flyer and then counter. Bone Splinter is okay. I think the play here is to just play Ceradon. Would play the Renat, but I'd probably want to use Ultimatum next turn, so. Better off just putting him in a real bad spot. And I could Branching Bolt, but I'd rather just go for broke. Well, if I kill the Strix, then I'll have 2 lethal creatures. If he has a counterspell and then plays something next turn, I can kill it all. Yeah, I think I actually should play more conservative here. So I'll do that, and attack. And that one's cool. So I'll go to the board where I don't think I have anything relevant. Maybe Blister Beetle's not good. I could cut it for put the ogre in there. No, I think I just have to submit this. No, I'll keep this. Pretty obvious. I have Jund mana, 2 removal spells. I have a Clasm. And then I have my win condition, which isn't necessarily great, but just drew the obelisk, so I have the mana for it, so this hand's pretty much ideal. I can also play the obelisk and cast the magma spray off it, which is fun. I am actually just going to kill that creature right now. Magma spray. Could have left it alive and just killed it with Jund Charm later. Might have been better. But it can protect itself. It could give me problems. I'd rather just take it out and try to play around it all game. Though, look, I could have sprayed it here in Jund Charm, so might just get severely punished for that. I'll be pretty upset, but I think that's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and Plasm here to keep my life total as high as it can be, so I can maybe race the Drake or the Gargoyle. So I would have really had him crushed. Well, I guess he would have had the Metalworker. But the turn he tapped out for the Drake, I could have Plasmed and sprayed it. So that's really frustrating to just be the reason I lost this game. But we'll play on. Hopefully take out the Gargoyle. Branching Bolt and Blister Beetle gets the job done. Cool. So we'll attack with Thoktar and pump it. Could also leave up the capsule, so if he plays something and I kill it and then I draw a land, I can play the Godsire. But I think just dealing the max damage is better. Play the Lightning here, see what he has. So I'm obviously just super fortunate to draw the Branching Bolt. Had I just played the game a little bit better and not sprayed his Metalworker or his Metal Urgent, would have had the game firmly in my grasp, but I didn't. But looks like I've overcome that mistake and will live another day. Bounces it. Nice. So he discarded Agony Warp and Bone Splinters. Capsule, that's great for him. Bull Ceradon is great for me. Just gonna resolve that and get in with it. Put him in chump block mode. Could have played the Thoktar and then played the Ceradon and surprised him and hit with both. It's pretty similar, but if I draw land, I'd rather just play Godslayer, so that's why I think this is better. And Blister Beetle gets in. I cannot play the Obelisk and the Thoktar, so I have to just play the Thoktar. And he won't be able to deal with both creatures, so should be good. Should be a good game, or he might get some chumps in. Or that's a great way. That's definitely a way he could get into it. So we can kill one of them and then chump the other one. So I'll be attacking with everything. And then Godslayer comes down. Sharam. Very nice. But I don't think he has anything game-winning to find. Not in the face of Godslayer. Though this is razor close. Godslayer almost has to attack here. Yeah, I have to just go to 1. I can't attack with Godslayer and trade it off. He would just put Sharam in front of the 5/5, Strix in front of the 8/8. Go to 1, and then if they had anything, I would just lose. So these obelisks are catching up with me. So looks like I got this. I can make an 8/8 and then attack with that and the Godslayer, so he has to keep them both back and they'll both die. So looks like that's it. That was razor close. If he had another creature instead of a land, I think I would lose this game unless I drew something. So if I send them all, he has to chump, and then he would gain 2 and then take 1 with the Beetle. If I send the Beetle, he can block it, go to 4, and then still have to die. So the Beetle will get in, I can attack with it. And it looks like I got this. Very fortunate. Sweet. So I won the match. Thank you for watching, and please join me for round 2.